Welcome to the Time in Photo Capsule channel, where we reveal the other side of history. In 1926, people in Berlin brought their dogs for euthanasia because they could not afford to pay the increased pet tax. This tragic event reflects the tough times many citizens faced during that period. On April 1, 1915, during the height of World War I, a French aircraft dropped a bomb over a German camp. However, instead of an explosion, the soldiers saw a large ball with the inscription "Happy April Fool's Day," which caused surprise and laughter. Francis, the 266th Pope, had a passion for rock music in his youth, which makes his biography even more interesting. This fact highlights that even highly revered figures can be simple and relatable to the people. On October 30, 1965, in Australia, model Jean Shrimpton shocked the public by appearing at the Melbourne Cup in a miniskirt. This outfit sparked heated discussions and became a symbol of a new era in fashion, changing perceptions of women's style. On October 6, 1889, the famous Moulin Rouge opened in Paris on Montmartre. The photograph captures its main asset. This establishment became a symbol of Parisian nightlife and the cultural upheaval of the early 20th century. On May 9, 1945, a true celebration erupted in Moscow. The townspeople took to the streets to celebrate the victory over Nazi Germany. People embraced, sang songs, and waved flags, feeling joy and pride for their soldiers who returned from the war. In 1981, Pablo Escobar, one of the most powerful drug lords in history, was photographed at Disneyland. This contrast between his criminal image and the world of entertainment reflected his complex life and power. The last words of the smiling gangster Charlie Birger before his execution on April 19, 1928, in the USA became known. "It's a beautiful world." These words embody an ironic view of life, even in the darkest moments. In 1929, a horrific accident occurred in New York involving a timber truck whose log pierced a passenger car. This incident served as a stark reminder of the potential dangers on the roads and the necessity for stricter safety measures to prevent such tragedies. This photograph captures a racing driver at the moment of an accident. The event took place in Washington in 1936 and became one of the striking examples of the dangers faced by racers on the tracks. In 1936, Adolf Hitler, surrounded by close associates and enthusiastic spectators, was sledding in Germany. This seemingly frivolous moment became part of his public image, despite the grim events of the time. Annette Kellerman, a famous actress and swimmer, showcased the open swimsuit in 1907, which sparked a huge public outcry and ultimately led to her arrest. Her bold move became a symbol of the fight for women's rights and freedom of expression. Impeccable. Gia Carangi became one of the first models in the world to risk erotic photography. Her images, taken in the 1980s, caused a sensation and changed the perceptions of fashion and sexuality in the industry. During the flood in 1910, Paris was submerged underwater, and library books floated through the streets of the city. This catastrophic event demonstrated how nature can triumph over human achievements. In this photograph, Bobby Fischer, at the age of 21, plays chess on 50 boards simultaneously. He won 47 games, 2 ended in draws, and he lost 1. This was in 1964, when his talent had already begun to attract attention. Christy Turlington, the divine model of her time, conquered the fashion world in 1987 with her unique style and charisma. She left an unforgettable mark on the industry, becoming an icon for future generations. Pro-homosexual militia fighters in Iran, in Khorramshahr, patrolled the streets in 1979, seeking out the Arab population. These actions were part of the political tension and conflict that engulfed the country during the Islamic Revolution. A British couple comfortably settled in the Morrison shelter, which provided protection from bombings during the German air operation, the London Blitz, in 1941. These structures became symbols of courage and resilience for residents enduring tough times. At the end of March 1945, during Operation Varsity, 16 American paratroopers were dropped into Germany. This operation was part of the final phase of World War II, and not all soldiers were able to return alive, leaving behind many tragic stories. During the Great Depression in the United States in 1930, one unemployed man stated, "I have 3 professions. I speak 3 languages. I served in the army for 3 years, and I have 3 children. I have been looking for just one job for 3 months now." Rita Hayworth, an American actress and dancer, captured the hearts of audiences in the 1940s. Her splendor and talent made her one of Hollywood's most famous stars, and her films remain classics to this day. Vesna Vulovic, a Serbian flight attendant, made history by surviving the highest fall without a parachute from an altitude of 160 meters in 1972. Her incredible story continues to inspire and amaze to this day. The German cruiser Gneisenau found itself in the kill dock after being hit by a torpedo from a British submarine. This event vividly illustrates the horrors of World War II and its impact on shipbuilding. In 1923, hyperinflation in Germany led to money becoming the cheapest material for heating and fueling kitchen stoves. People used banknotes as fuel, highlighting the dreadful consequences of the economic crisis. In Birmingham, Alabama, in 1963, children arrested for violating the law on racial segregation became symbols of the struggle for black rights. They played in places where black children were forbidden to be, putting themselves in danger. This photograph depicts a woman who survived the nuclear bombing of Nagasaki in 1945. Her story stands as a testimony to the horrors of war and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of the irreversible consequences of an atomic strike. Eve Mayer is a well-known American model, actress, and producer whose career began in 1955. She became a style icon and inspiration for many women of her time, leaving a significant mark on the fashion industry. Captain George Ashe is preparing to shoot a tube held in the mouth of a blindfolded corporal. This moment was captured in 1932 and showcases the dangerous games that could have been part of training. In 1965, riots broke out in Watts, a suburb of Los Angeles, and one photograph captured the arrest of looters in a store. This image became a symbol of social tension and the struggle for rights. A shell-shocked infantryman with a look of horror on his face sits on the battlefield in France in 1916. This photograph conveys the full weight of war and its impact on the psyche of soldiers who experienced horrific events. The Royal Guards of Siam, Thailand, in the early 1900s stood out with their vibrant uniforms and strict discipline. These soldiers not only protected the monarch, but also symbolized pride and honor, reflecting the rich culture and traditions of the country. Courtney Cox, an American actress, director and producer, rose to fame in the 1990s thanks to her roles in popular series and films. Her vibrant career left a notable mark on the entertainment industry, and her talent and charisma won the hearts of millions of viewers. People sitting on the curb joyfully celebrate the end of World War II in New York City on August 14, 1945. Confetti and paper streamers swirl in the air, creating an atmosphere of universal joy and hope for a peaceful future after long years of suffering. A carefree boy sitting on a sea mine is captured on a beach in Kent, England in 1945. This photograph serves as a reminder of a time when war left dangerous traces, even on peaceful beaches. Painters are working on the painting of the Brooklyn Bridge in the USA in 1914. This iconic project became a symbol of engineering prowess and beauty, connecting two shores and creating new opportunities for the city. Martin Luther King was arrested in 1964 in Florida for demanding service at a restaurant designated only for white patrons. This incident became a significant part of the civil rights struggle in the United States. In the late 1890s, passions flared in the United Kingdom regarding the admission of women to universities. Rallies against this innovation gathered numerous people who expressed their protests, believing that women did not belong in higher education. Young Brigitte Bardot, in her parents' home in Paris in the early 1950s, symbolized an era of change. Her image became an icon of style and freedom, and her career soon skyrocketed, making her one of the most famous actresses of that time. At the peak of his popularity, Charlie Chaplin participated in an unusual look-alike contest for Charlie Chaplin in San Francisco. Despite his outstanding achievements, he only secured the 20th place, which came as a surprise to many, as his talent was undeniable and cherished by audiences. The exorcism ritual performed on Anneliese Michel in 1976 served as the basis for the film The Exorcism of Emily Rose. This shocking story brought attention to issues of faith and mental health, becoming one of the most discussed topics in society. Whale hunting was a crucial part of the Eskimos' life, upon which their survival depended. To spot a whale from a distance, they employed unique methods. Eskimos invented trampolines, launching observers to heights of up to 10 meters. Whale hunting was an essential part of the Eskimos' life, upon which their survival depended. To spot a whale from a distance, they employed unique methods. Eskimos invented trampolines, launching observers to heights of up to 10 meters. The first black actress to receive the prestigious Oscar award was Hattie McDaniel. She achieved this in 1940, becoming a significant symbol for the entire film industry and opening doors for many who came after her. The first British person caught for speeding, Walter Arnold, was driving at a speed of 12 km per hour when the limit was only 3 km per hour. A police officer, noticing him, began a chase on his bicycle and soon caught the offender. This incident occurred in 1896. In August 1970, the police in New York forcefully dispersed an LGBT march that gathered thousands of participants. This moment became significant, highlighting the clash between the rights of sexual minorities and traditional societal views, which led to further protests and the fight for equality. The last photographs of Adolf Hitler surveying the destroyed Berlin in 1945 reflect his downfall and the end of an era. These images captured the moment when the dictator found himself in a deadlock, soon leaving the world as a result of his decisions. "Send porn, please," is an unusual message sent by soldiers from Afghanistan to their loved ones. It underscores how difficult it was for them to be away from home in the 2000s, facing the harsh realities of war. Psychological support during a paratrooper's first jump is critically important, as many rookies experience fear and anxiety. Experienced comrades help maintain calm and confidence, which contributes to the successful completion of the mission and the preservation of morale. The picture features a happy grandmother who was awarded for the best marijuana in the county in California in 1973. This event became a symbol of the changing perceptions of cannabis in society and its eventual legalization. A rare photo of Kim Il-sung, the leader of North Korea, shows a tumor on his neck. At that time, photographers were prohibited from capturing the right side of his face, creating a mysterious aura around his image in the late 1980s. The Peel P500, the smallest car in the world, accelerates to 40 miles per hour and cost just $418 back in the day. This model was unveiled at an international exhibition in London in 1962, astonishing the audience with its dimensions. Sybil Shepherd, an actress and model, was awarded the title of Model of the Year in 1968. Her career encompasses many aspects of show business, and her unique beauty and talent made her an icon of the 60s, inspiring many for decades. The transportation of the Fat Man bomb, dropped on Nagasaki in 1945, became one of the most significant events of World War II. This moment forever changed the course of history, demonstrating the destructive power of nuclear weapons and their consequences for humanity. Street cats, waiting for the return of fishermen, represent a typical image of Greece in the 1970s. These animals became symbols of calmness and serenity, patiently hoping for their owner's return. In a 1955 photo, Marilyn Monroe appeared without makeup, showcasing her true beauty. This shot emphasizes that even style icons can be vulnerable and authentic outside the confines of glamour. Football referee Joey Shackelford, standing at just 1.46 meters tall, issues a warning to Clive Goddard, who, in contrast, reaches an impressive height of 2.6 meters. This moment was captured in England in 1980 and showcases how diverse individuals come together on the field. Sherilyn Fenn, an American actress, became a true sex symbol of the 1980s and 1990s. She received nominations for both the Emmy and Golden Globe Awards, which attest to her talent and popularity in the film industry. Experimental armor for trench warfare in World War I was developed in 1915. It represented an innovative solution for protecting soldiers from shrapnel and bullets on battlefields where fighting occurred in trench warfare conditions, requiring new approaches to safety. Ella Harper, known as the Camel Girl, was born on January 5, 1870. After the loss of her brother, her life changed due to a rare condition that caused her to move on all fours. At the age of 12, she began touring with a freak show, earning substantial money, but soon decided to start anew, got married, and gave birth, yet she could not become a mother. A summer day in July 1993, Mogadishu Beach, Somalia. A US Marine, despite a challenging environment, finds a moment to relax and sunbathe while keeping his weapon close by. This contrast between leisure and combat emphasizes the harsh reality of military operations.